Good morning to you. I'm Steve Snyder. This is Off Grid Living. This is the way we do things here in our area of Northwest Ohio. I'm going to turn around here. Yeah, show you this is our back deck, but this is some of our property. We've got a garden over here. It's got, food in it for this year and storage. We've got lots of squash and pumpkins planted for pumpkins for my son to sell, and this is one time was my old 3-stall horse barn. I built it for them, and of course rototiller for working our garden and planting our seeds. We've got 3 tractors here. We're working on more. we're building our tractor popping up here, but this is a 1941 Farmall with a 5-foot mower deck on it. Runs like a champ, just like a new one. Let's see, I'm just gonna see if, without choking it, if it'll start here for us. They had a really weird start setup, but there we go. No smoke. 84 years old, doesn't smoke. Runs like a new one. I just had the alternator rebuilt on it for the charging system. And this was a big deal back in the day when people were going from planting with horses and mules to other things. And back in those days, they didn't have the 3-point hitch. They had the drawbar. Everything they pulled was ground driven. Our big tractor has 3-point hitch. This in here is my son's. I've got an 11-year-old son who lives with me. It's just him and I. His mom's been gone for about 8 years now over in Asia. Anyhow, this is Sal's. My son's name's Sal. This is his Allis Chalmers C I bought for him. And he mows a neighbor's place, 2.5 acres for $55 a week at 11. I'm teaching him about making his own money, being self-sufficient, various other things. I was a professional trapper, government trapper for years for the state of South Dakota, and then in private control here in Ohio. It was very lucrative for me. But this is his Allis Chalmers C. Great tractors, absolutely great tractors. And I'm going to jump up here on this one, and I don't think I can push that foot. It's got a foot start, and I don't believe that I can do that with my hands, so I'm gonna climb up on this baby of his and fire it up. This is I can't remember, 50 plus year old tractor, but it's a great machine. And this is what he mows with. It's big enough, the steer's easy enough, he can handle it. Can't handle the bigger tractors, without power steering, but this is, they're working the field, plowing the field. Here's his farm. There's his Allis Chalmers C tractor. And this tractor, I'm going to shut her off now. This tractor has a 6-foot woods mowing deck. We've got 2 tractors with big mowing decks. And this one, as I say, Sal mows and earns money with this. He's got to buy a new bike. So he earned $130 this past week. So now he gets to learn about why he earns, because I'll have him buy the next bike. I had 2 for him, and I supply everything always for him, but it's time now for him to learn why he earns money. He doesn't have the purpose of that because Dad's always provided everything, but now it's going to change a little bit. We've got a septic system and a well. We don't pay for those utilities. We have a small electric bill. It's cheaper for me to run the little electric we use than it is to put in all solar. Anyhow, we burn wood for our heat. I've got enough wood that comes down on this place every year to last 2 years for every year of wood. So I give wood away sometimes to people also. But anyhow, walnut trees. We've got, this place is a walnut grove, and every 15 years we can harvest our walnut trees here. And that's money, you know, I put in his college account. And then when the old man's gone, that'll be money that he'll have in the future if he'll make wise use of it. You know, he's a super brain. He may be a rocket scientist someday, may not want this life, but I'm trying to teach him there's other ways. Anyhow, this is our Allis-Chalmers WD. It's about a 1955. It's been overhauled time and again, and it's been in the tractor shows, and so has his. But this was a really powerful tractor back in its day. I'm going to show you, start it up, put it neutral. This has 2 clutches. It's got a foot clutch here, and it's got a hand clutch over here also, right here. And that's so that you can run the tractor, leave it running, and have it in neutral while the PTO is running. Usually they've got to they got to be running for the PTO to work, and this way you don't have to shut anything down or anything else or change anything. You just activate the hand clutch and it'll sit there in neutral without running off when you use that hand clutch. So anyhow, here, let's fire this up. It's 1955. Wonderful tractor, wonderful tractor. About a 40 horsepower. I got that sand bucket over top the gas cap because the breather on the gas cap at night, I don't want moisture getting in the gas. That's always a little problem here. These are new tires on this. Them 2 tires are over $1,000, a good bit over $1,000. Anyhow, we're not done plowing yet. We got the one tractor going in the field here. Right now he's plowing. You know, we have antennas. These early tractors even had oil filters on them like this. Easy to change. This Allis-Chalmers WD, wide front. That was very unusual in those days to have the wide front on there. But we've got, there's another, that's a walnut bush. I trimmed it off and it keeps coming back to a bush. But anyhow, we've got 3 pear trees up there, really good pears. Then we have our pear tree, our peach tree out back, white peaches. And we've got grapevines, which you'll see on some of my other videos. We've got planted grapevines, and we've also got wild grapes, fox grapes. This building we last used for chickens because the one down in the corner is clear down there, and mink run that river bottom, and we can't keep chickens down there. They get in everything because they can fit in everything. Anyhow, this is and there's that 100-and-something-year-old house back there. It's on another video, but I'll tell you about it. The rafters in the roof still have bark on quartered logs. That's what it was made from. And there's a well there too. It's an encased well, encased with concrete, and we don't use that one. We use our other one, but it's just a view on country life. And you know, we've got a herd of guard cats around here, of course. But and most of the trees you'll see around here are walnut trees, period, you know. We've got litters of babies this time of year. Hi guys, hi. Yeah, we do. Hi, stinker. What are you doing there, little stinker? Hi. So anyhow, yeah, there's a big walnut. I mean, we've got, I don't know, 5 more years we'll be harvesting more walnut trees again. And we've got 17 mulberry trees on this place. So he sells he sells frozen mulberries also. You know, he's learned the country life about making money and surviving. And even though someday with his brain he may be off somewhere, He may be a rocket scientist, and he was born in the Philippines. His mom's Filipino, was Filipino. And real sharp brains ran in his family. His grandfather was known as a mathematical genius in college, and he got the same brain. He didn't get it from me. He got some things from me, but I can't take credit like that. There's romaine lettuce. His brain works like a computer. And again, there's young walnut trees right there in the middle I'm pointing at. And that one, I cut the one next to it about 8 years ago, and a lot of other ones. Anyhow, I'm Steve Snyder. You can view my videos. You can find my videos on eBay. Pro coon snaring, pro fox snaring, pro animal damage control. Also PCR trapping supply up in Michigan. They carry my videos too. I'm retired except for all this, which I'm honestly not retired. You can't have an 11-year-old and be retired, but he's been with me since he was 3. It's been just him and I. And this is our life here. And if you enjoy what you see, come on back and watch, because we'll maybe have our herding dog out. Although there's some videos in my YouTube of Sammy and his characteristics of what he is as a registered border collie. And his genetics came from the UK, which is where border collies originated. And he's just a fantastic dog. So drop back in and see us sit a spell. I'm Steve Snyder. Have a great day. God bless you all. Bye.